Hello, I'm Helena DeVries. This is Weather Network News. It is Friday, March 3rd. Yet another snowstorm has come and gone in Newfoundland, but another is hot on its heels. It's already snowing again, and that means people can expect to see scenes like this for some time. Helena DeVries with you. Well, lots of Canadian tourists have made their way home after vacationing on the Mexican Riviera. And, of course, dealing with Hurricane Emily as it made landfall. It is expected to make landfall again. Right now, it's a Category 1 hurricane. Your active weather details across the country. Helena DeVries with you. Boy, we've just had an extension on the Humidex advisory into Nova Scotia. Newfoundland, you're already into it. It's going to feel into the low 40s. But it's not just Humidex. It's also a health advisory. It means that you want to pay attention to how you're doing in these hot, humid conditions. You want to stay cool, keep yourself well hydrated, seek shade, and also pay attention to your medication and see whether or not it's very sun sensitive, something people might forget to think about. Let's talk about the thunderstorm risk, widespread, non-severe across Nova Scotia. DeVries, great news. The wind warning has been dropped around Vancouver Island as well as Greater Vancouver and Victoria, but through this afternoon could still see westerly winds gusting up to 60 kilometers per hour. Into the interior sections, 10 to 15 centimeters of snow will continue through the day today on top of all the snow you saw this past weekend. So here's how this works. Here in Evergreen Estates, the flames shot over 100 meters high last night. Firefighters describe it as a war zone. As you can hear just up above me, firebombers have been working throughout the day trying to keep the blaze from crossing the last fire break between the fire and the community. It now burns less than 2 kilometers from the town of Blairmore, and residents are concerned. At this point, school officials are sending in crews to clean up the unaffected areas. But this area, this wing that was burned out, including the gymnasium, likely won't be available for another month. According to organizers, the challenge is to keep the stampede rooted in a Western past, but also to give people something that they're looking for today. And people we've talked to say they've hit the mark. That is a look at your newscast for this half hour. Stay tuned. Your local forecast details every 10 minutes on the 10s. Now, the bulk of the snow is out of Manitoba now, but roads are still slippery across the south, especially around Winnipeg and Dauphin. Poor visibility is also a problem in places. The Trans-Canada Highway was shut down between Brandon and the Saskatchewan border early this morning. Good morning to you. I'm Helena DeVries. This is Weather Network News. It's Monday, November 7th. Summery highs, thunderstorms, and wind. Lots of wind. Southern Ontario saw it all this past weekend. Even animals had a difficult time adjusting. The system that battered Southern Ontario brought snow to the north. Some places saw as much as 15 centimeters. Chapleau saw the most, about 27. Winter weather arrived in Timmins on Friday. Snow and strong winds were bad enough, but a cold front with this system stirred up tornadoes in the United States. Kentucky and southern Indiana were hit early Sunday. Tornadoes, accidents, and fallen trees. Insurance adjusters from Kentucky to northern Ontario have a busy week ahead of them. And though they will have good news for some people, they may not be able to help anyone who endured flooding. Niall McGee has that story. Many people left homeless by last month's earthquake are still without shelter. The quake killed more than 70,000 people. That is a look at your newscast for this half hour. Stay tuned. All of your local forecast details, they come up every 10 minutes on the 10s. A good morning to you. We'll be right back. Glad you're with us. I'm Helena DeVries. This is Weather Network News. It is Monday, February 20th. It's not a snow day today, but squalls are still pelting parts of southern Ontario, just like they have for several days now. Whiteouts weren't the only problem in southern Ontario. Temperatures plunged to dangerous levels. Health officials in the London area issued a weather emergency. So did the city of Toronto. An extreme weather alert was issued there on Friday. It was still in effect Sunday night. Thankfully, temperatures in southern Ontario are rebounding. They should be above freezing by tomorrow. Now, people on the prairies are feeling the chill as well, and that has fire officials in Winnipeg concerned about space heaters. They say heaters have been a factor in 2 fires since the cold snap began, and they're reminding residents not to leave them unattended. It happened almost 6 months ago, but the effects of Hurricane Katrina are still being felt, and not in ways you might think. Shelley Steeves has more on that story. That is news for this half hour. Stay tuned. We're back in just a moment.
1, 2, 3.
Today is Denham Fry's first birthday. It's a day his family feared they would never celebrate. It's a day that we were told would probably never come. So to wake up today with a healthy Denham Fry is a miracle.
Denham Fry was born without an immune system. He survived seizures, open heart surgery, and a thymus gland transplant, a procedure so rare it had to be done at Duke University in North Carolina. The operation was performed in March. The turning point came when Denham arrived home on June 30th.
Since then, his T cells are growing. He had 0. Now we're up in the 300s, and the function, which is the most important, has become normal.
It's a recovery that continues to amaze both his family and doctors. So far, Denham Fry is definitely beating the odds.
And they said, we've never seen this in our years of practice, and we've heard of 2 cases. One died before his first birthday, and one died before his second birthday.
It's also a milestone for this young family.
A year ago today, I had a normal life. And it kind of was dealt a different card within a week of this day. But for a mom, I'm so blessed to have a healthy boy on my lap for my 1 year.
And before Denham had his transplant, his older brother Cole couldn't go near him. Now, they're pals.
They'll be good friends. They'll be really close.
Their parents won't know for sure if Denham is out of the woods until his next birthday. Until then,
It's day by day for us, and we've made it this far, so this is our miracle birthday, and I know that it'll just get better from here.
And today, it's not hard to see why the Frys feel that way.